What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus Ally X gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna check out Subnautica. Now, I had somebody request to see how it runs on the Steam Deck OLED, but whenever I get a request for one, you guys know me, I do it on all four of those guys. The Ally X, the Steam Deck OLED, the small form factor Firebat, or the small form factor PC, and the Firebat Mini PC. Huge difference between mini and small form factor. That mini PC is still way smaller than my small form factor, although way weaker as well. Anyway though, let's stop blabbing and let's get ourselves into the game, shall we?
So, let's try out 1080p high first. I don't think we'll stay at constant 60. But I think it gets more than playable FPS the whole time for a lot of people, because a lot of people don't give a shit about 60 FPS, but that's why I try all these different settings out. So, let's go hop into the game and let's see how it does, shall we? Well, here we are in the game, and yeah, like 40s in here. What do we get outside? Alright, we touched 60 for like a split second there. Alright, what's it in the water? 40s? 40s to 50s. Not too bad. I'm sure plenty of people could play like there's no problem. Me, I'd like 60 plus, but that's just me. Still, we'll get ourselves a little gameplay like this first, then we'll move on to 900p. Now, at this point, I completely did not know that the damn resolution and stuff was in general settings. I figured everything with graphics was in graphics, so I did not even look in there. So, once I got to 1440p on the Alienware, I finally realized that. Because I started thinking, why is everything 144? And apparently it's stock 144 hertz. Or 144 FPS frame cap stat, which doesn't really affect any of this stuff. But once we got up to that small form factor PC and up, I think it did start ruining it a little. But at least it was getting up into the 140s, which is more than playable for a game like this. So it's not like the test was completely useless, but I like seeing the things go 100% what they can do usually. But hey, you can't win them all. I should have been more diligent though and like looked and been like, why aren't those there? Let's look in some of the other settings. But I figured, okay, well maybe it's all just one of those games that just doesn't show it. Not every game shows that stuff and it'll just use your desktop. So I figured, okay, it must just be one of those games. That's just it. I don't like those exploding creatures. There doesn't seem to be anything I can do about it yet. Now I can probably outrun them if I can build that little Sea-Doo thing. Or not Sea-Doo thing, but the little torpedo thing. Sea-Doo thing would be like a freaking thing on the surface. I don't think they make no subs, at least not to my knowledge. But I'm not really up on that kind of stuff.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Alright though, I'd say it's about time to move on. Here's the medium set 900p settings. If I recall, I did not actually do those, so I wanted to do those real quick before I uninstalled the game and everything. Because at least in video editing, I can put this wherever I want. But there we go. So now, let's get into the game. 900p time. Medium settings. Okay, as you can see, 900p. I didn't know at this time to show you the resolution any other way, so I figured we'd at least throw a flash to show that. And we're on medium settings. So now I think we get 60 plus the entire time. I mean, there might be some point in the game where it drops under 60, but I think that's going to be very rare. So this is how I would play it personally. And this is probably how I'd play it if I was on the go or something. But now that I've got that badass small form factor PC in my room, if I'm going to play this before bed, I'll just play it on the TV. But yeah, I was totally noobing it up at this point. I had no idea how to do anything, but I learned a tiny bit by the time I got to the very end. And I decided to play this game on everything. Just because I was having fun. And it seemed somewhat demanding, maxed out, at least on these weaker machines. Another one of you bastards. I hate those things. Oh shit. Okay, I thought that was a bunch of them all coming at me at once. Yeah, another one of them coming. I think I dodged him by turning around too quick and he couldn't blow me up. That was close. Alright, more salvage. Alright, I think this is some of this stuff. What is that, grav trap? That seems like stuff I should scan with that scanner once I build it. Although, who knows, maybe it's got nothing to do with anything. Ooh, a beacon? That also seems like something. I wonder if I can break into that cargo, too. That'd be cool. Maybe useful stuff in there. Although, it might just be nothing. Anyway, we're almost out of air. Let's go back to the surface. And it also seems like a relatively good time to move on, so let's go move on to 720p in low. Alright, so here's the low settings. Not too much to them, really. I think it was like one or two differences from medium. But regardless, let's go hop ourselves back into the game and let's see how it plays now. So now here we go, 720p, low settings, and you get lots of FPS now. So maybe that 140 FPS thing did get in its way. But we're on 720p. But regardless, we're getting way more than enough FPS for a game like this now. In fact, like I said, I would just go with the 900p in the medium settings. It looked a little bit better, and we still got more than enough FPS. But hey, if somebody only cares about FPS, well, here you go.
Oxygen.
Alright, we can at least make a bunch of that.
New blueprint acquired.
Alright, though. I'd say it's about time to move on to some camera.
Well, alright, let's get ourselves a little camera recorded gameplay now. Fortunately, it's damn night again. At least I have a little bit better tank now. But I need to find some silicone rubber for some frickin' flippers, because I still don't move around very fast. Ooh, that's the other thing I forgot to do. I gotta make that scanner thing. Because I remember seeing people scanning a lot. And I definitely don't seem to have a scanner on me, so it's probably something you gotta make. Alright, is that? Pins, pipe, fire extinguisher, floating air pump, tools. Scanner. So we need a battery. Alright, so we just have to find a battery and we can make that scanner. Okay, but at least now we know what we're looking for. So I gotta look up for a rubber or a battery. I'm so gonna get eaten.
Uh-oh, something's mad at me. Surprisingly, though, I didn't run out of action. I thought I was going to die in there, to be honest. Alright, back to safety for a second. Oh, it's still making me another one. But also have no more water. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be lame. So if I can't make any more water, and I don't think I have any more in here. No. Well, that's not good. I better figure out how to get that scanner so I can figure out how to make some more freaking water, or I'm gonna die and have to restart, and that would suck. Okay, battery or rubber? Come on, give me some batteries or rubber. I also hope I will not get eaten. Batteries. What if I can make a battery? Kinda gotta think outside the box in this game. Since I have a fabricator, I can probably make like 99% of things. I would if I could, but I can't, so I think we're going to dehydrate to death. Unfortunately. But oh well, I'll just make a new game when we get to the Firebat Mini PC. It's not a big deal. It's not like I got very far anyway. I'm still learning. And at least now I'll know how to at least, make some stuff with the fabricator. Instead of just being like, oh, well, I don't know what to do. I'm going to swim around in circles. I really wish I could just find some batteries, though. I really want to make that scanner. Because if I can make the scanner, I can probably figure out how to make all sorts of stuff just by scanning stuff. Until then, I'm going in blind.
Well, in any case though, actually, I think that's probably good for camera recorded gameplay, so why don't we go ahead and go wrap this video on up now. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Subnautica on the Asus Ally X, and it seemed to do a pretty damn good job. 1080p high was just like I thought. It was 40s and 50s. High 40s and 50s, but still, 40s and 50s, which is probably more than acceptable for many people. That's why I still do that. Instead of just going, oh, well, it doesn't get 60, well, that's not good enough for me, I'm not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do that shit here. Just because I don't play a certain way doesn't mean we'll skip it. So, I decided we'd do 1080p, 900p, and 720p, and both 900p and 720p were working great. The only one that really wasn't up to my personal standards was 1080p, and that still would have been probably fine for a great many deal of people. But in any case though, that is another game we can add to the list of things that the Ally X and Steam Deck can both play well. Hopefully the Firebat will also follow suit and be decent, but this thing might be a RAM hog. I didn't actually look at how much VRAM it was taking up on the Steam Deck or this, so I guess we'll find out. But that's all I got for this particular video, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.